Hello and welcome back to another event video for Final Fantasy XIV, looking at upcoming stuff. We've got the All Saints Wake event for 2024. We finally got a date for that. We've got this beautiful artwork on the Lodestone of basically this character here in the Haunted Manor, I presume. And if you like this as much as I do, you can click on the little icon with the eye on it and you can get a downloadable version. So if you wanted a nice wallpaper like I do, then yeah, that's really nice. I love these illustrations for all of the events. So All Saints Wake 2024 is called A Feast of Thanks for the Foulest Fiends, which is a bit of a mouthful. This seasonal event will take place from Friday, the 18th of October at 8 AM GMT or 1900 AEDT and lasts until Monday, the 4th of November at 2:59 GMT, or as you can see, the 5th of November at 1:59 AEDT. And of course, those dates and times are always subject to change. Basically, we're going to be doing a quest level 15 or above, so anybody on the free trial, if you get to level 15, you'll be able to take part in this as well. If you go to Old Gridania, the northern section of Gridania, and it's called the Ether-Starved Araman. The pumpkin-headed apparition is on the lookout for an able adventurer. Very cool, and there's the pumpkin-headed apparition. So a series of quests, essentially, that will give you a brand new glamour item, and of course a housing item. So first of all, let's zoom in a little bit on this page and look at what this looks like. So as you can see, this is a 5-piece set with double dies. We've got ourselves the Knight of Devilry horns, the Knight of Devilry shirt, the Knight of Devilry fingerless gloves, Knight of Devilry trousers, and the Knight of Devilry boots. Interesting. So the first thing to note from this is it's a quite interesting tie. I'm not sure how this is going to die, but since we're doing double dies, I presume the tie would be the second die option, hopefully, a knotted button or something. And then the other die channel will be the actual black fabric here. The horns could be probably the most interesting thing. This is a fairly low resolution image, especially when we're stretching it to zoom in here. But considering that's black and purple, and it's a gradient, those horns could be, since they're double die, you could have a gradient of any two colors you desire. That has amazing uses for glamour. The horns alone make me excited for this glamour set. The gloves are kind of cool. It looks like they've got claws as well, like clawed fingernails, as well as a glove section, which is always nice to see that combination. And they're fingerless, so that's pretty cool as well. We've got a lot of fingered gloves, not so many fingerless ones with claws on them. The legs are kind of, yeah, the legs are not my cup of tea. We've got a lot like that. The boots are pretty cool though, big and chunky on the male character there. As you can see, they're a little bit chunkier. And I think the shirt is probably going to be awesome. It depends if well, I presume the belt is part of the trousers, part of the legs. It depends how well this dies and how well the belt can be dyed because of the brass inlay there. Or at least I think it's brass from this resolution. Really cool though. I'm looking forward to that. I could think of a million uses for this shirt, especially for my Hatsune Miku glamour that I tried to make recently. Having like a tie on something and then it turning into a dress, you could easily turn this shirt into a dress with like the ruffled skirt or something. You could make something quite cool with that. Turquoise and, you know, greeny blue. And then we've also got a housing item, which is the Flying Pumpkin. It says a bewitching winged gourd, ideal for All Saints Wake, or really any occasion. So this is a floating pumpkin. You might have seen these from previous All Saints Wake events. Obviously, it's a housing item. It's undyeable and it's floating. I've seen some of these bob up and down. I don't know if that means that it's just going to, yeah, presumably it's going to go woo, and float around a little bit, like a bobbing motion. But yeah, it could look really cool, couldn't it? And there's a pretty awesome shadow under there as well that you can barely see. Very cool. On low light conditions, just having that snarling face in the darkness is going to be quite cool. I'm looking forward to it. I love Halloween, personally. It's one of my favorite things in the year. And it's nice to see that we've got a glamour. So let me know what you think about this. Are you excited to get your hands on the Knight of Devilry set? And what are your go-to bits. I think the horns are probably winning it for me. Anyway, much love, more videos on the way, and more events by the looks of it, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.